Hey, it's Dean DeMarzo here at Paul Effman Music, and today we're going to talk about tuning your violin. So, tuning the violin just means that we want each of these 4 strings to play a specific note. Those notes are, in order from lowest string to highest string, G, D, A, and E. Now, there's 2 parts of the violin we're going to be using to tune it. The tuning pegs up top and the fine tuners at the bottom of the violin. The tuning pegs are used for big, broad adjustments to the note, and the fine tuners, as their name suggests, just make very tiny adjustments to get us in exactly the right place. Here's an example of getting a string in tune using just the fine tuners. Most of the time, you should be able to get in tune using only the fine tuners. It's only when you run out of room on the fine tuners, either going all the way in or all the way out, that you should move to trying tuning with the pegs. So let's try tuning with the pegs. We're going to try tuning the 3rd string, which is tuned to D. Here's what that should sound like. And here's what ours sounds like right now. Now, compared to the correct note, ours sounds too low. So I'm going to tune this string upwards to match the correct note. I'm going to find the peg this string is connected to. We can trace it to this top left peg. Each of the 4 pegs is connected to one of your strings. The leftmost string, G, is connected to the bottom left peg. Then the D string, the A string, and the E string. Like I said, we'll be tuning the D string, so we'll be using the top left peg. When turning the peg, push inward into the scroll of the violin while tuning up. This keeps the peg from slipping out of place and keeps you from turning too quickly and possibly breaking the string. If you overtune a string, it is very easy to break it. So it's best to err on the side of too loose than too tight. So let's hear the correct note one more time and try to tune ours up to meet that. Now, it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be close enough to get all the way there with the fine tuners. You don't have to do this entirely by ear. You can use a clip-on tuner like this, or even an app on your smartphone. In this case, I'm using the GarageBand app, which has a built-in tuner. This tuner will tell us what note we're playing and whether it's on or off the correct tuning. Let's check my 4th string, which should be tuned to G. It's showing D sharp right now, which is definitely not correct. In this case, I know that this string is too low because the reference pitch sounds like this. So we definitely need to go up to the next G from D. Let's tune up from D sharp to G. And there we go. We're close enough to get right in the middle with the fine tuner. Perfect. Let's do the rest of the strings while we're at it. Now, something to note which can be a little frustrating. All 4 strings on the violin are part of one system. They're all kind of pulling on each other a little bit, and that means after getting these 3 strings perfectly in tune, the one we tuned first is back out of tune. You'll often need to go through the whole violin a couple times to get it tuned just right. Fortunately, once you get the hang of this, it does get a lot easier, and things like a digital tuner make the process a whole lot smoother. Here are some tuning notes for the violin. Each note will be played 8 times. First, G. D. A. And finally, E. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any more questions about your violin, you should contact your music teacher.